Oh, hi. Oh, shit. Oh, hi. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Shit. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Tonight We Riot. We are here on Hot Gamers Collective raising money for mutual aid and bail funds. Hit !donate in the chat to see all the details on that. Get your $13.12 donations ready for the 13th minute of this hour. Send them in. The delay on reading chat is kind of, but I want a bunch. Let's get a bunch of 1312s in before the 13th minute, which is in 3 minutes. So donate now. Donate now. Fuck. Here with
Donate
me is
right now.
yeah. Here with me is Gita Jackson and Video Dante or Dante Douglas.
You can call me either. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna say Dante. It's easier. You know, brevity.
Yeah, Dante's fine. We're here. My name's Dante. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/videodante. What's up, Gita?
Yo, what's up? My
What's
name
up,
is
what's up?
Gita, and I'm a little Gita. That's all I have to say about that.
Great. I'm glad y'all are here with me, and we're
then
gonna.
as a reader,
And I'm
Oh,
Aiden,
right,
I'm
sorry.
the reader. And if I could start off really quickly,
Yeah, go ahead.
from some sort of alternate pocket universe, we have $5 from Aiden. It's not me. It's not me.
Huh.
Going towards the Act Blue National Bail Fund. The message says, "A cab." Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Alternate universe Aiden. I'm glad we have the same political leanings. And we also have a $1,000 donation
What?
holy shit!
Holy
Yes, we do.
shit!
from Colin to the Act Blue National Bail Fund.
Thank you.
That's
so
fucking
much,
amazing.
Colin. Holy shit!
Thank you
Oh my
so
God.
much.
As far as I know,
Every-
no message unless that's coming in. But thank you so
Yo.
much, Colin.
Thank you so much.
That's what
Colin.
we're
Holy
fucking
shit.
about here. That's
Every-
and here. It's not just about the big ones. That's fucking amazing. 1K, holy shit. But also, every dollar counts. If you can't put 1312 in, that's fine. Put 130 or 120 probably better. Fuck 12.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. Let's go.
12. Put 120.
12. Yeah,
Exactly.
If you wanna donate 120 for fuck 12, do that. If you wanna donate 420 for fuck 12 in a different
We will be doing doing 420 at the 42nd minute. So get ready for
Yeah,
those as well.
So fucking lootly. Thank you so
all right.
much, Colin.
Here we are in Tonight We Riot, a kind of beat 'em up kind of game. It's really fun. It's side-scrolling, and you play as a revolution. So we're gonna go here and liberate some workers.
This is from Means TV also. Which
Yeah,
is a worker-owned
Means TV.
collective.
They have a Means Interactive, a
They were the
subsidiary of
publisher.
Means TV, and here we just liberated this boatyard, and now we have more people in our group. And you know, like most people in groups, we like to do stuff together. Let's break some boxes. We're trying to find. Did I get any bricks? I did. Okay, great. And we're gonna liberate some people now. Oh look, Molotovs, great. And oh shit, fuck. Wow, I did not expect them to bring out the big guns first. Shoot, nope, this is bad, this is bad. Let's see, what can I do here? I have bombs. So, you know, as you can see, they started the aggression by attacking first. What? Oh, that's a hole. I understand what happened now. I felt a bunch of the revolution fell down a hole. That's unfortunate.
Oh no!
I mean, that's just the history of American.
Right, exactly.
Also, I just wanted to
Jesus.
shout out that Tonight We Riot, this game, which is about doing cool Riot stuff, is created by Pixel Pusher Union 512, which is a worker-owned game dev cooperative, which fucking owns. That's
Nobody
my
saw
entire
that.
Oh God, this game.
Yes,
over
It was
here
published
is
by
like
Means
evil.
TV.
point. Published by Means, but yeah, created by a full-on cooperative. Good folks.
Hell yeah.
Very much support that shit.
It
Okay,
seems
so I'm gonna be
like
careful of these
smaller
holes.
Developers that
Mhm.
use, you know, worker-owned collectives, these, you know,
Sorry, one
that
second.
kind of stuff. It seems to work out for small teams, for indie teams. You know, we saw what happened with what was that one game that got Dead Cells? There was
Oh,
a
yeah,
split
Dead Cells,
off
yeah.
from people that wanted to like make
a
money.
more traditional arm of it. Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't know how much of that was exactly what went down. As I understand, it was basically they wanted to split off and create a smaller subsidiary, basically, of their company that was not ran like a cooperative, or at least not ran like a flat pay structure cooperative. But yeah. I think the complicated politics of making a game and trying to be
any artistic project
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
like incredibly. I'm glad we got all the art people on one stream. I'm excited.
That's why we're fucking here.
Yeah, this is gonna be the incredibly tedious conversation with art jokes. Man, I keep thinking about. So I have a really good friend, who's my former roommate, who has been. He's really plugged into activist stuff and has been doing a lot of work with Nan Golden for the opioid crisis. And he brings back all this incredible shit because it's all art people. It's Nan Golden from the actions he does. At one point, they go to museums and try to get them to take the names off of that family, off of all the wings and stuff, reject all the donations. So I have in my boyfriend's house is a fake dollar bill with fake blood all over it, with like a picture of a fentanyl pill. Where
So what you're saying is
George
art
Washington
is what you're saying?
It's just but it's like I think so much about those actions, and just like there's pain and anger and frustration, but like the creative joy is also liberating. It's a liberating joy to be making art that is explicitly and specifically what you want it to be, and is not beholden to any corporate interest.
Yeah, I think
especially in fine arts, where Nan Golden operates, it's impossible to do that shit. So like watching a bunch of activist artists go to museums, like they flew to London and just had a huge demonstration outside a museum where they called them complicit with other people's deaths. And that's true.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Gita,
Yeah.
you've done some work in like kind of the museum world, right? Like that's some shit.
I've initially, when I was in college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to work in cinema, and then I got involved with sort of experimental avant-garde cinema. Like I have a bunch of student films on the internet somewhere. God, okay,
Yeah,
well if we beat
Congrats, Kato, on liberating the area.
hell yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
With one
Almost.
guy.
Well, that's the part of
Listen.
the movement. There's one person carrying those ideals forward and sharing them with other people. We can continue
you mean
this
like a
momentum.
vanguard?
Speaking of ideals, we have a $110 donation
Holy
from
crap.
Carl G
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
to the
Thank
Asheville
you.
National Bail Fund. And Carl says a cab with how
Hell
many
yeah.
exclamation points? 3 exclamation points.
Hell yeah. Hell
So,
yeah.
Thank you very much,
so
Carl.
That's incredible. Yeah.
That's amazing. And then we have a 102.50 from George
Wow.
W.
Wow.
Bush?
Wow.
Which is
Wow.
real funny
Who?
to
He's
read.
putting in the
I'm
work.
sure this is just a normal person. His name is George W.
Wow.
Sorry, George.
Okay.
Yes.
That goes
Thank
to
you so much, George.
yeah. And then the message reads, "Now more than ever, be there for each other. Solidarity forever."
Amazing.
Yeah, straight up.
I know
And
this is the
then-
Hot Gamers Collective, but I'm getting... Sorry, continue.
Oh,
You're
just one more real quick, and then
Yeah.
we can get back to gaming and liberating. $13 from Thomas L for 913
Hell yeah.
towards the Active National Bail Fund. We're all we got. We're all we need. Thank you so much, Thomas L.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I gotta say, I'm sure that I will bring this up at least once or twice during today, but like, I was the person who threw together that doc of a bunch of different like mutual aid funds and shit, and like just finding all those mutual aid funds and like looking at their web pages and seeing so many people just like invested in actually making shit better, it was genuinely emotional for me. Like just fucking
Hell yeah.
okay. If you haven't looked through that doc, just look through that doc. Click on some of the fucking links in it because it's all just like people who want to be good people. It's fucking incredible.
Well, like, listen, we were talking about my internet, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
as you
yeah,
watched
yeah.
me stream before, you know that my internet sucks sometimes, but it's because I don't use corporate internet. I belong to MSC Mesh, which is a mesh network that's community run volunteer-based and donation-based to sustain. And yeah, it sucks sometimes that the antenna on my roof gets knocked over by the wind and I don't have internet for 2 days. But it's better than giving money to fucking Comcast or Spectrum or some shit. Like, fuck that.
I didn't even know that was an option. I'm gonna be looking into that.
Yeah.
If you live in New York,
yeah.
NYC Meth is excellent. For an $80 donation, they will send someone to your house and go up on the roof themselves or wherever you have line of sight to another node and install it. And like, that's it. That's the only thing you're required to pay ever. But of course, please give, the $20 a month donation to keep it going. Yeah. They've got most of Brooklyn connected and a lot of Manhattan too. So obviously they need to expand into other boroughs, into Queens, into, the Bronx and uptown. But that's only done by people slowly but surely adding themselves to the network. It's such a beautiful thing. It's a really visual demonstration of how mutual aid works as well.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, that's the thing about mutual aid is that it's never one thing. Like that. Yeah, I tried to explain that in the doc, but it's bail funds are great because they're bail funds. They're super awesome, obviously. But mutual aid is also great in always different specific ways, right? Like mutual aid is not one thing. It's a lot of different things. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by apparently giant crabs.
Yeah, so there's certain there's a little bit of they're polluting, the corporations are polluting this area, and people are turning into crab monsters. So
evil crabs who barf on you?
yeah.
Feel bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the dog! Not the dog!
Doggy!
Get out!
The dog is a comrade. Oh, did you read that thread about the anarchist dog?
No, what?
The Chilean anarchist dog. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It was
Hell yeah.
really nice. It was basically an entire thread that started with
Fuck.
we need some good news. Here's some good news. Did you know about this cool dog?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's fucking
There's
amazing.
a dog that would come out it was just a homeless dog. And the protesters were nice to it and other people were not. So it became very defensive of the protesters and would beat up cops. That dog got aggro at cops.
Amazing.
And it's now become a symbol of the resistance.
Yeah.
And a
Astrid
black
Marine in
dog
chat
with
has given us the name, which is El Negro Matapacos.
Yes.
the
Matapacos,
name
which
is
means
the Black Cop Killer, which is also my rap name.
Matapacos.
Incredible.
What up?
And then a Greek anarchist dog too, Lukonikos, which apparently means sausage. So
Lukonikos is the one that's in this game.
Lukonikos was just Lukonikos just
shit.
destroyed the fucking crab in that boss crab. I didn't even do any fucking damage. That dog just went for the jugular and that crab exploded. It was great.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Lukonikos.
Lukonikos is the one who shows up in this game and only speaks Greek, which is very cute.
Yeah.
Little Greek friend.
Yeah.
Red lies. Jesus Christ. This game really doesn't hold anything back.
It really doesn't.
It's so
How are we
nice
looking
to
on
see someone-
donations?
Looks like one's going in right now.
Oh, wow.
My bated breath. Oh, okay. We have a $27 donation from AJ.
Heyo.
Slash
Nice.
Meat Prism, which is a great name, towards Act National Bail Fund, and the message is coming in as I speak. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go find that thread on Cop Killer Dog, so we can all have a good
Yeah, the chat
good little
needs to
chuckle.
know
'Cause-
if
Oh,
you
here we go.
haven't heard.
Wreck cops, prisons, and all forms of fascism, and replace them with mutual aid networks. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so
Hell
much.
yeah,
AJ.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That is the goal. That is the goal.
Oh! I did not expect
So-
that. Kraken?
Well, it's not. Well, they said it was red lies, but I guess they weren't being truthful.
Turns
about
out
that.
that they might be lying to us. Turns out some people in power might be lying. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is a lot. This is the weirdest this game has gotten so far.
Kato, I want you to know something
Oh no, I fell in the water.
really, really annoying about my life with this comically large microphone that you ordered for me
Ah.
for Vice. It
Yeah.
turned itself around to the back. I just had to turn
Good.
it around again.
Great. That's
I was wondering
perfect.
why you were so quiet.
I was like,
No,
yeah.
it's because it was pointed at the back. I just looked at it and was like, huh, the headphone wire doesn't normally come out of that side. And then I was like, hang on a second, that's the back of the microphone.
Hold on a
What
second.
the? God.
Okay,
I've
I
had
see what
some
happened
issues
here.
with this mic, and none of it's the mic's fault. It's all Gita's fault.
I feel like that might be the actual what's it called? The mic stand that I got you. Maybe it's flipping around in there.
Yeah, I've had to turn it around a bunch. What I'm gonna do before we podcast, I need to take it all off and put it all back on again. It's gonna be annoying, but it'll be worth it. I really want
God.
you to kill this Kraken.
I can't. I'm bad at it.
Oh.
Ah!
You only got one guy too.
Yeah, no, I fucked up. I didn't understand what was happening. I was confused. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. As long as one person continues the revolution.
Yeah,
There we go. That's doing it. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
I mean, literally true. That is all that matters. As long as there's one person fighting the fight. I mean, like, so many generations of leftist agitators, especially in America, where the labor rights movement has been so fucked so much,
Yes.
just by associating them with communists, essentially.
Yeah.
It's just been like, there has been a series of undergrounds and of countercultures that have taken the fight to each next generation. Hell, like, I'm an example of that. My dad was involved in the civil rights movement, and I'm out here asking him what I should be taking to protest and shit, because he's seen some shit.
One of the weirdest things, like, I was speaking to my parents, who are like, my parents are, I guess, a bit younger, but like, I was explaining to them, like, because my mom was like, things just seem so different now. The young people seem to be doing things in ways that, like, my generation didn't do. And I was explaining, like, I mean, that's definitely true in many ways, for sure. But like, most of my friends in my age group think to things like when I think of the blueprint for like mutual aid / organizing / activism, it's like, it's always the Black Panthers. Like, for me at least,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where it all goes back to.
Yeah.
It's like, the
Yeah.
Black Panthers did all this shit. That's why we know it works. We know that, like,
Yep.
mutual aid programs work because of the Black Panthers. We know that
Yep.
like we know that,
That's
like,
why the CIA
Watch
wanted to
work.
dismantle them so aggressively, is because they were empowering the black people of Oakland.
Exactly. We know that, like, solidarity with other oppressed folks who of different races works because of the Black Panthers, because of Fred Hampton, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's the blueprint. Like, that's
Yeah.
what it fucking is.
Oh, Paul, who's going to be on stream later, Paul Tamayo
Yeah.
from Kotaku, said they watched the Black Panther mixtape last night, and it was exactly what he needed. And
Yeah,
yeah, that's
bro,
going to
bro.
go on my list of revolutionary viewings. I watched First Reformed recently, and I was like, I needed this shit. I needed the end of that movie about the beauty
Oh,
and
yeah.
hopelessness, and in the same exact breath and the same exact context, is beautiful.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I
God,
think
if you haven't
it's
seen
actually
First
fucking
Reformed, 1, Ethan Hawke, so sexy still. I love him. 2, it is so upfront about climate change and just the despair of climate change, but you can apply that activism, and it explicitly I mean, God, when they talk about climate change and just how, especially how the Christian right has failed Christianity by not paying attention to the planet. The thing that, if you believe in God, that God has created in his glory. Also, Cedric the Entertainer is really good in that movie.
Yeah, all of that. That was weird.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
What's
he's
up with
like
that?
a black mega preacher,
Yeah.
like the leader of black mega church.
Yeah.
And he's amazing. Like, getting him in a room with, like, Ethan Hawke and Cedric the Entertainer is an acting duo I did not expect. They have this wonderful scene together where Cedric's just pulling it out, the, like, smugness
Yes,
of the black
He's-
mega church.
He's playing the perfect, like, mega church entertainer role. It's wild.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like comedians, they understand the tragedy of scammers like that.
Oh,
They know it's funny because it's grotesque and disgusting.
Right.
So you can tell he hates that kind of people, and you can tell he's embodying something that he doesn't like. And you can also tell that, like, working with Ethan Hawke and that director, they push him into a direction where he just pulls out this fucking amazing performance. That movie got snubbed really hard at the awards. incredible. It's a classic.
Yeah, I gotta say. Yep. Oh.
We have a $50 donation from PJ.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank
And
you, BJ.
to the National Bail Fund, and PJ says, "Fuck the cops. Also, what the fuck is up with the bail system?" Agreed, PJ.
It's fucked up.
Cash
what the
bail
fuck
should
is
not
that?
exist, which is why
Yeah.
we are flooding
Yes.
bail, these bail funds with money, so it's essentially a non-issue. You're right. Cash bail should not exist. We need to defund the police, and we need to abolish prisons. These are it's so evident right now. Like, a lot of white liberals are talking to me, and they're like, I thought it was just one police department, but it turns out it's every police department, everywhere, and it seems like the issue is actually with the institution of policing. And I'm like, yes, finally.
Yeah, straight
You
up.
don't understand.
Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is like, again, I wrote up a bit of an explainer if you don't know how cash bail works, because frankly I didn't know how cash bail works, but it's in the doc. Like, just like cash bail as a system is it's one of those things that's like so blatantly abusable that it just feels bonkers that it's still out here. Like, America generally obviously has a bunch of fucked up shit, but usually we try and keep it under wraps a bit more. And like, when you read up how cash bail works, it's like, yeah, dude, this is just blatantly abusable. It's wild. I don't know. It's a wild system. It's very bad. Donate to bail funds, please. Like,
Yeah.
Part of this is, like, legitimately, when Democrats took power in the 90s, the GOP started developing a 50-year plan to overtake this entire country. It's not even subtle. It just feels weird to say a psychopathic death cult took over our country in a long-term coup.
yeah,
But it's true.
straight up.
Local, national governments, they
Segway cop?
took the groundwork. Is that a RoboCop?
I think it's a Segway cop.
Oh god, I hate Segway cops. You see them all the time in Chicago.
Segway cops.
Segway cops. You always just want to knock them over, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but you
yeah,
can't.
and we
That's
did.
Speaking of segues, let me segue into a donation.
Hey.
Oh, that was I'm just gonna take a
No,
moment.
that was good. That was
to
great.
appreciate
That was great. I love it.
All right, we got $5 from Jeveridge, which is like beverage with a J.
Great.
And it says, Jeveridge says, doing my best with the Canadian dollar, so only $5. But F the police and go, 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 y'all. Less
Hell
than
yeah.
3,
Thank you
less
so
than
much.
3, less than 3. Thank you so much,
Speaking
Jeveridge.
speaking
Thank you so
of
much.
numbers around 5 and 4, we are almost to the 42nd minute. So get
Yes.
get your 420s ready.
Man,
Start
420.
donating. Start getting them in.
I just want to see masses loads of 420s because I'm about to hit this goal. Once we get actually I'm not gonna smoke it until we start reading the 420 donations.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Alright.
Okay,
Donate to get with the cat list.
Yeah.
so I can take the fucking edge off.
Yeah.
please.
Get those $420, then Gita can hit that one. That's all I'm saying.
This isn't 420, but it is $50.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
good
Thank you
hit.
So much.
$50 from Only Dashes towards the Act Blue National Bail Fund.
Thank you so much.
And as far as I know, it doesn't have a message, but that might be coming in. I'm trying to get these as quick as possible, and sometimes that means before they're completely done. Oh boy.
Fully processed.
We have a $1,200 donation.
Oh,
Whoa.
What the fuck?
What is
Yeah,
happening
from
right now?
Trevsky the Third. So thank you, Trevsky the Third. Trevsky says, I just figured I should put my stim bucks towards something useful.
hell.
Also,
Amazing.
the
Hell
institution
yeah.
of the police. Not a fan personally.
No. I
I
don't.
agree with you, Trevsky.
Don't love
Thank
them.
you so
Don't
much.
love them.
Great shit. That's incredible. I love that shit. Yeah.
And that means we have passed $6,000, and in
Woo!
fact, we're
Fucking
Hell
on our way.
yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, $6,000.
This is fucking
Oh, yeah.
rocks.
That's incredible.
Okay.
Oh, we can
so-
hit 7K. We can
Oh,
hit
easy.
7K. Y'all can do that.
300 more bucks.
Hell yeah.
Let's get 7K before me and David get on the stream. It's gonna be me,
Absolutely.
my boyfriend, and Maddie Myers and her girlfriend. So get ready for this double date. I haven't actually met
yeah.
Maddie's girlfriend
Oh, yeah.
before. I'm really excited.
You're doing literally a fucking
Whoops.
quad date meet cute. on stream.
Well, I
In
got
The Sims?
we got I got eco lifestyle, so I'm really happy that you're playing Tonight We Riot and I'm playing Eco Lifestyle right after, because like this is a direct action simulator and I have a different kind of direct action simulator to show you guys.
It's during the revolution and then after the revolution. That's what it fucking is. Right?
Basically, yeah. Yeah, there are no jails in The Sims. They're cops, but if you don't join the career, you don't have to deal with them. And also, everyone you arrest just gets released in the same day once you figure out what they did. And it's always like, oh, they stole a plate from another house. And now they're
I gotta say,
sounds nice, right?
A little bit of behind the stream is I was trying to fucking find a City Skylines mod that just removes cops, and I can't seem to find one. I found some that remove crime, which I think removes cops by proxy because then you don't need to have cops in it. But like, God, my fucking life for a game that is just a city builder that is not in a fucking American city builder. I want a city builder that's like real
Scandinavia.
Well, I mean, not even that, but just like, I want a city builder that is about like, I want to create human scale cities that don't have cars, that have public transportation, that have like real equitable justice systems and shit. And just like, as far as I know, that game really I have not found, you know?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of stuff you can do with the city skylines that
you can,
that can sort of allow you to create a city that feels like a idealist
Like more
communist
equitable.
collective, but it doesn't do the thing that you're saying. Like I want to be able to enact radical policies and not fight with an American system of taxation.
Exactly.
Because as soon as I try to do that in SimCity 4 all the time, but then like the taxing system makes it impossible to keep your citizens happy.
Exactly.
Even when I just tax the most wealthy people as much as I can.
Yeah, because the game is built in many ways on systems that assume kind of vaguely American citizenry, right? Which, yeah, and that's the thing where, like, I will say the last time that I complained about this, someone said that Blockhood is an interesting comparison, because Blockhood, which I did fuck around with, and I think it's a really interesting game, it's entirely it's a block, like a neighborhood block creator, which is all about like input-output systems. So it's like, for example, a store takes in money, but it puts out pollution. So then you have to also have a block that's like a tree, which like takes in pollution and puts out clean air. And so like it creates this, like, it's very human scale, it's very small. And like I liked that for sure, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. But I do think it's a really fucking cool way of reimagining a city builder for sure.
I feel like we can use city builders now to think a lot about input-output, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think about organizing right now in terms of my block, and like I think about the kinds of people who live on my block and what their needs are. There's like every day there's this like group of like 4 or 5 black kids that are just playing, and they're just you know chilling and having fun, and they're like clearly haven't had that experience yet that just like violently introduces them to the concept of racism.
Yeah, for real.
And then I think about like, oh, you know, they're there, and there's this little girl on the stoop getting her hair braided, and on the other 2 down, there's the guy, Kevin, who always sits on the stoop and says morning neighbor to everyone that walks past.
Yeah.
And, you know, what do those people need? The elderly, the children, they need fucking police.
That's what mutual aid is, right? Like that's the idea of looking at your community and saying, okay, what do we need? Okay, how do we get it? You know, and like, and I think that in a lot of ways, like, I think that kind of scares people because that's not how we're taught society works in America. We're taught that in America there are large organizations, be that police or just city governments or whatever, who make things happen, and you, the citizens, don't do shit. And like, I think a lot of the concept of mutual aid is just reimagining a different way for communities to run. And like, community could be your city block, or it could be your city, you know, like it depends on exactly how you're defining that. But
I mean, I guess why I'm a socialist and not an anarchist is I do actually believe that nested committees are an effective way of, you know, governing your own community. And I understand that means a lot of really annoying meetings and leftist infighting, but it works. It does actually work, even with the leftist infighting. You know, the reason why the DSA seems like it's so full of fucking sex pests is because they're being rooted out.
Yeah.
You know, we don't hear about this in other organizations. It's like, yeah, it's true, there's a massive problem, especially in the coastal DSAs, with like white dudes making it a dick measuring contest. However, in other organizations, we don't hear about the people that repeatedly abuse women. You know?
I mean, that's why whenever people talk about like, well, why doesn't this happen for like the DNC or the Republicans? It's like, well, because they protect those people. That's why. That's why you don't hear about this. Like, yeah, and I think I don't know. I will say, sticking up for the anarchists, shout out, is anarchists are the most fucking bureaucratic people I know.
I love anarchism, right? Like, I think that it's a beautiful philosophy. I just feel like I feel more closely aligned with socialism.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
I love anarchists. I believe, like, the abolition of most hierarchies. Yeah, I'm with it.
Good. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah,
Please grenade all these Segway cops.
I'm trying. I'm trying. There's too many of them.
Can you blow up those like concrete blocks, or are those like impassable?
I think they're impassable.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Splash damage?
Gotta
No.
have some.
Fuck! Don't kill me! Fuck! Don't kill me! I'm just gonna make it. I wanna make it. Fuck! Fuck! Yeah. That counted.
You did it.
Just barely.
That was tight.
It's rough. It's rough out here in the streets. You know, I think I don't have the right protection. Is the part of the problem? Hold on 1 second.
All right, in the intro, we have a $4.20 donation from Mo.
Hell yeah.
To the National Bail Fund, and I know it's only $9.40, but $4.20 at 42. Thank you, Mo.
Hell yeah. Connor, did you just put on eye protection?
Yeah, you know, you gotta be prepared.
We got a couple more. We have a $69 donation from
Yeah.
Fiona.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
To the Brooklyn Community Bail Fund. Love you all for doing this today, and fuck the police. Love you, Fiona, for donating. Thank you so much. We have a $20 donation from Mimi Cute.
Oh, that's the cutest.
Which that's not Pokemon, right? Mimi Cute.
Name.
But cute. So $20 from them. Hi, hot gamers. I know it's not a ton, but what better way to spend my birthday than some virtual hangouts and donating money for a good cause?
Happy
Thank
birthday.
So much.
And
Happy
a cab.
birthday.
A
Hell
cab.
yeah.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to have a good hangout.
Can someone
Literally trying
just
to.
get a clip
Oh,
of Dante saying "all caps are bastards" from Giant Bomb on E3 last year? Do you remember how butt mad some Giant Bomb people got about that?
Yeah. I mean, I think I gotta say the vast majority of Giant Bomb folks were completely on my side, and I credit that as Giant Bomb folks being broadly very cool. But yeah, I do think it's very funny.
There's always gonna be gamers that are gonna be gamers, you know.
Oh, completely.
In every
Yeah,
community.
Well, I mean, this is the issue of a lot of mainstream games, right? This game does a really strong job of trying to show you that it's not about individual actions, it's about the power of the collective.
Yeah.
But most video games are about a
They're
good guy with a gun.
Yeah.
You know, it's a conservative ideology before you even start playing.
Oh.
So
And
to
it's a
get
bummer
stuff
because-
out of it,
Yeah.
you have to like defeat that mindset within yourself. But if you're not already invested in colonizing your mind, then like, what are you gonna do?
I think it's really interesting. I'm very curious about what Watch Dogs 3 is gonna come out like eventually. I guess. Because Watch
Whenever
Dogs
it happens.
was kind of trying to do that, right? In the sense that it was doing like, you are not a single actor. This is a game about a community of people who are all kind of invested for the same goal.
I mean, it's a visualization of a decentralized movement, like the one we're experiencing right now.
Exactly, right? And I'm very curious about like how that's gonna land, / if it's gonna land. Also, whenever the fuck that game comes out, I think it got like hyper delayed, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it seems like it was. You can be any. Like it seemed like it was. It's an incredible technical undertaking.
Really ambitious.
Very. I think it is. I really liked 2, like a lot. More than I thought I was going to. In that it's just about, like, I feel like if there's going to be this black archetype that I would like to see in more media, it's the Miles Morales archetype, and like that was one of the first forays into that. And not only that, they didn't just have one black character; they had 2, so that They could all talk about different perspectives on race, which is like all I'm ever asking. Please, please,
Listen,
more than one black
please.
character.
When,
Yeah.
when fucking devs are like, how do we avoid tokenization? Well, it's like, well, you just have more than one. That's literally it.
Turns out.
Turns out that's all it takes, frankly.
Well, yeah, but like the chance to have a special, I mean, it sounded like also it came from personal experience, stuff that a lot of Ubisoft devs have seen in the Bay Area. So it felt like it came from the heart as opposed to just being sort of a vague, bland message about something. But it had a really specific messages about policing in Oakland, and the tech industry and its racism in Oakland, which I was not expecting.
I know,
And
I
it's a
don't-
little bit CW show-y, but I'll take it, man. Absolutely take it. It has a liberal, I think, ending, a liberal overall message, but there's small moments in there where you can take a lot from, and it shows like someone on this writing team is thinking about
They
something.
knew what they were. Yeah, someone there knew what they were doing. You know.
Yeah,
That's-
totally.
Yeah. God. Okay, so apparently we're really, really close to 7K. So
Yeah,
if you're hearing my
we are
voice,
very-
very, very close.
Okay.
I really want to
Oh
hit
my God, we
7K
gotta
before I
hit
start
7K.
doing Sims.
Yeah,
okay.
Please.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely. We
we're
can
gonna
do
get
this.
there. Push Galaxy, we're talking about Watch Dogs 2, actually. Me with the Fez donated $40 to the Act Blue National Bail Fund. Another
Yeah.
40 for bail funds and 4 to Act Blue. Abolish the police, abolish prisons, abolish borders. A better world is possible.
That's
Hell yeah.
right.
Hell yeah.
much.
Hell yeah.
A better world it's more than possible. We are on our way. We just
Yeah.
have to stay strong and keep supporting each other. If you listen to the scanners in New York, cops are tired. Like it's this thing. It's a war of attrition. It is in a lot of ways. It's all about just you have to let people step back so other people can step forward, and you just keep rotating these lines. That's the power of a decentralized movement with no leader. They can't assassinate all of us.
Yeah.
Here in Portland, there's been about 10K people every single night.
Hell yeah.
10,000 people, and somebody pointed out there are only 1,000 cops in the entire Portland metro area.
It's the very definition of there's more than us and there are of them. There are. They can't arrest all of us. You have to keep coming. I mean, and even like I saw a video last night in Williamsburg, which is insane to me that it's Williamsburg that's seeing this action. They were arresting people on Nostrand last night, and just like the people who live in the street, the families that live on the street were opening their windows and shouting at the cops and telling them to go
Yeah.
fuck themselves.
It's,
You know,
it's
even if you
wild.
can't be marching, you can do something.
I think someone
We're all here, yeah. We're
Yeah.
all doing
Yeah.
this. Speaking of which,
Yes.
doing something. We have $100 from David
Hell yeah.
Heyo.
to the
Ayo.
National Bail Fund. Thank you, David.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Hi, friends. Excited for a day of raising money with y'all.
Aw.
I'm excited
David's
too,
gonna be
David.
on later.
David's
Yeah,
really nice.
yeah.
David's just nice.
What is David going to be playing?
David's gonna be playing, I think, an entire run of Res Infinite, if I'm not
Wow.
mistaken. Yeah, and it's gonna be right after my block, so 5 p.m. Pacific time.
We got some nice little 420 donations here.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
$4.20 from Kenneth Valentine. What a cool name, Kenneth Valentine. It's amazing. Act Blue National Bail Fund. Thank you so much, Kenneth. And another $4.20 donation from Kate D. Thank you, Kate D.
Thank you so
Another
much.
towards the bail fund. And I see some more coming in, so I'll just let y'all go, and I'll come back with another batch.
God, we are $50 away from hitting 7K before Gita stream, so come on.
I love
y'all.
that.
You
Please.
fucking do that. Like, that's
Hell
not
yeah.
that
If
hard.
5 of
Yeah, we
you
can definitely
donate
do that.
$10, if 20 of you donate $5, like, it's
Then
really,
we're
you
there.
got it. We're there.
Got it. We got 200.
I'd love to tell my boyfriend and Maddie's girlfriend that we hit 7K. I would love that.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ben in chat says 50 away. I got you. All right,
Hell
Ben.
yeah. Wow. Good shit.
Yeah, Ben also has been obviously just did the last streaming block, but has also been a huge help throughout this entire project. So
Yeah.
thank
Shout out to Ben. You've been amazing. Thank you
Wow.
so much.
Clicking out.
I posted a really good tweet. Speaking of Portland, Aiden, posted a good tweet from David, who's about to be on stream. He's the love of my life, but like also one of the funniest people. And it's more items recovered that were thrown to officers: full beverage cans, bricks, bottles, rocks, food. So it's like an apple, a piece of a bottle, garbanzo beans, 2 rocks, a White Claw can. And David just showed, if these
White
items
Claw.
fell into the hands of top Antifa scientists, they could create upwards of 2 bongs.
This really is like the bomb kit, isn't it?
It really is.
The White Claw, the garden.
Like, you might be able to get an apple bong out of that apple.
Probably could.
You probably could.
You really worked on it, yeah.
God, at my dumb arts high school, there was one kid who would, have an apple for lunch every day and just turn it into an apple bong in the back of our bus.
Fuck that. That's direct action.
Really?
That's what that
Oh,
fucking shit is.
Yeah. God.
We
That's
have
incredible.
$20 from Finnan C. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Please let me know. Towards the Black People's Justice Fund, Metro
Hell yes.
Phoenix.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all. Clapping emoji. Thank you, Finnan.
Thank you
And
so much.
as promised, $50 from Ben to the Mutual Aid Fund, Central Ohio. Oh my gosh! And a very long message. Give me a second here. Gita's right. A better world. It's like a full paragraph.
Oh my god, yeah.
Gita's right. A better world is possible. Keep going. Now let her hit that blunt. And we'll stream today. The couch people, the donation readers. Special thanks to Aiden. Oh, thank you, Ben, for introducing me to this wonderful group. Thank you, Ben, for being here. From Dante's Mutual Aid doc, there is nothing normal about cash bail. The United States and the Philippines are the only 2 countries in the world where someone has to put up cash to avoid being imprisoned before their trial. We stand against cash bail as unjust and identify wealth-based discrimination as a vehicle for the criminal justice system to target populations for structural violence. People of color and immigrants face higher rates of arrest, harsher sentencing, and disparities in the setting of bail compared to white citizens. Thank you so much,
Can we
Ben.
get a clip of that? Just in case anyone needs to show that to their friend when they're trying to explain why cash bail is unjust. Just someone in chat.
In the doc.
I feel like that's perfect. You know, I want that to be the top clip on Twitch. I know it won't be, but clip that shit.
Clip that shit.
Someone click
Gita's right. Hit that blunt. Here's why
Yep.
cash bail is bad.
Exactly. I just, what's been
That's all
amazing
we
to
want,
me,
you know?
one of my favorite things to see is like the way that every single person on the internet has like pulled out their one talent for the sick. So there's that obelisk thread. But then there was the LARPer who posted a really brief tutorial on how to make a shield that can stop rubber bullets.
Yeah, that was a
Yo.
good shield.
Camping pad, duct tape, 3M adhesive spray, and a Rubbermaid trash can. And then you make straps just by screwing in. He was using leather because he has access, but any fabric that you can attach to your arm and then screw into the shield itself, that will stop a rubber bullet, and it can be massive. So, FYI. And then the K-pop fans who are just using their spamming abilities for good. Like, it's incredible. I saw a bunch of simmers doing tweets like, oh my god, the next 6 expansion packs leaked, and then in the thread, it was just donation links and donation links and donation links.
Yes.
And like that shit, or even like Seth Rogen is like engaging with activists.
Yeah.
And he took down the
100%.
It Can't Wait and says he supports defunding the police. What the fuck?
It's incredible the amount of people
Shit
who I've talked to
is-
who are like liberals who are just like pro defunding the police right now. I'm like,
Well,
I never expected this.
Yeah, I just I'm pretty sure my dad. Okay, so my parents were talking to me about it because they're surprised too. Like they can be liberal. They're old, but they're pretty radical because they went to college. It used to be in the 70s. Man, my dad's lived in the civil rights movement. My mom is first generation immigrant. They've seen some shit. And like they were saying like they were surprised by how many of their friends have gotten so strongly into this movement and how everyone seems to believe, like, no matter really their political allegiances, that fucking, like, the cops are overstepping everything right now and being completely brutal and disgusting. And part of it is COVID-19 has had an equalizing effect. We all have been economically hit. It's easier to see the class divide now. Two, people, while they are working, they have a lot more time to be on the internet. So you can't just come home and turn on Fox News and take their word for it. You actually get a chance to go and read about it or watch other people's videos. And like my roommate's mom is like a conservative Catholic, and even she was like, I'm seeing videos of cops just beating the shit out of people, and it's disgusting.
You can't, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't deny the truth anymore. The mechanisms that corporate America has had to brainwash people to manufacture consent, those are breaking down because we are just in a different period of history. It's just things. It's 20. Like we shouldn't have been surprised, right? It's 2020.
Yeah.
Things are gonna change. This is the chaos year when we decide what this decade's about. And we can choose that this decade is about social justice and real change.
Straight up.
It'll be very interesting to see what
before I
happens.
jump into some more donations, I also wanted to mention there's some guy in England who his whole thing is like cosplay eye patches, like custom, like beautifully tooled cosplay eye patches, and he just started saying like, if you got hit by a rubber bullet, I will just send you one of these beautiful eye patches for free, which I think is such a niche
Good for you.
and
That
wonderful
rocks.
skill.
That's amazing.
That's
yeah.
beautiful. Because I mean, I was thinking about that this morning. Is that we're gonna see a whole bunch of people, and like specifically our generation, who just don't have eyes, who have like one eye, because they were hit in the face by the cops. And well, good. Like I'm glad that there's someone out there that's like, I'll give you something beautiful to cover up this injury. Completely unjust.
Again, this is what mutual aid is. That is mutual aid. It's saying there's a need in my community, I can fill it, therefore I should fill it.
I just want to take note that we just liberated a game dev
I
studio.
saw that. Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. Congratulations to everyone at Paradox for signing the collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah.
That rocks. Other game dev studios look at this. It's possible. It's not like Paradox is small. You can do that. I mean, I know the system of unions is different in Sweden, and that it's easier to start one. And there's already like an artist union and musicians union, so they have the model. But I've been thinking about this a lot. You know, I know it will be difficult to unionize the game development industry, but I feel like if game dev wants to say that they're bigger than Hollywood, then they can look at the way that Hollywood unionizes itself for its cues on how to do it. Maybe it's not studio by studio, maybe it's trade by trade, but it's possible. It's actually possible.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff is... I think we are seeing the seeds of a brighter future, you know? That's what we're at right now.
Yeah. Maybe it's not mine, and maybe it's my kids, and I'm happy about that.
That's okay,
I just have to put the work in. Yeah.
It reminds me of, it's a little corny, but the look for the helpers thing, right?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And right now, everyone here is helpers, and we're all helping each other. And speaking of which, let me jump into a couple donations.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting worse and worse at these segues. We have $27 from Jacob A.W. to the Active National Bail Fund. Thank you so much, Jacob. We have a let's call it a $42 donation from Emily Chu to the St. Louis, I believe, Mutual Aid Fund. And Emily says, I gotta donate to Mutual Aid for the city I was born in. Thanks, y'all.
Hell yes, absolutely.
I tried for $42 at 42. But it's always good to cover the processing fee and donate a little bit more. Smile emoji. So we're calling that a $42 donation. And also to cover the thing. So thank you so much, Emily.
Thank you so much.
We have $100 from Jesse
Woo!
To the National Bail Fund, with I think the best message I've seen so far, which is attack and dethrone God.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much for this
Thank you
stream,
for
ACAB. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Hell yeah. That's
And then $7 from Ren Hawthorne to the National Bail Fund.
Hell
Thank you so much, Ren. Thank you everyone for this little flood of donations. We have about 2 minutes left, and at least on the hour, and we have blown past $7,000. We're at $7,200 effectivably.
Ricardo, are you just getting more armored up?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't working out before. I kept losing.
Okay, we have a message. We have a message from Ren Hawthorne. I was gonna go $6.90 because Lamau sex number, but I figured I love everybody's honesty. But I figured $7 for 7K was better. It's been super encouraging to witness so much direct action and so much investment in the mutual aid. Mutual aid slowly shake some of the colonialist scales from people's eyes over here in the UK. Thank you for giving your time and energy to this. No justice, no peace. ACAB.
It's global.
Thank you so
dude.
much, Ren.
Fucking global.
That's
I love it.
yeah, amazing, amazing.
Pirates Yo Ho Ho says, "What is God but a giant cop?" Can't argue with that.
Killing God is praxis.
Killing God is JRPGs are praxis.
JRPGs are praxis.
Shimigami Digital Devil Saga is praxis.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Looks like we're at 1 minute.
Yeah.
Should we start preparing to switch over?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get everybody else in here.
Hey, hi.
Yeah. Oh, David's in here, baby. Hi.
Yeah. Hey, Gita. Hey,
Hi,
everyone.
baby.
So we're
How's it going?
Hey.
2 more donations, and I will toss it to the next reader.
Absolutely.
$10 from some rando. That's what the name says. No one is free until we're all free. What they could never kill went on to organize. Thank you so much, some rando.
Incredible.
And then
Amazing. How much
$12
amazing.
from Jamie B to the National Bail Funds. Thank you so much, Jamie. I'd also like to shout out the NVIDIA RTX noise canceling because there's somebody literally cutting lumber outside my window right now. So,
Wow. That's
so I need to go
incredible.
close that.
That's wild.
But yeah,
I can't hear it at all.
Also, it sounds like
It's-
we're getting some slight echo from you, David. Just so you know.
Put in headphones, baby.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Alright.
David's not a video game streamer, so
It's okay.
nor a
it's okay.
podcaster. He's just a poster, like the rest of us.
Just a
Just an online post.
meager poster.
What if God was a poster?
Are we dragging David? Can I get in on this?
No, David's nice. Don't drag. Only Gita gets to drag David.
Hello, it's me, Maddie. I'm
Hey,
already.
Maddie.
I'm sorry if I'm crashing your Sims blog,
okay.
Gita.
No,
I don't give a
it's
fuck.
a party.
The Sims block is a party. I'm showing off eco lifestyle.
Wait, can I?
David's meeting all of my friends
Everyone just stay
finally.
on the call.
How's that? How do I sound
That's
now?
perfect. Oh, you sound perfect, baby. You were
Oh,
really
thank
quiet
you.
before. I couldn't hear you.
Hi, David. I'm just finally meeting you.
I've met you
pleasure,
before,
Tom.
David, but I
Yeah.
can also introduce my girlfriend Dina, who is sitting here as well.
What's up, Dina?
Hi.
What's
I'm
up?
This is no longer a charity stream. This is just like a hang.
Yeah, we're just
Hanging,
chilling. It's
hanging with
fine.
pals, hanging out.
This is just introduce the partners to the friends party.
Yeah.
Exactly.
since
So
we
just
do
so
have
you
a lot
know,
of guests, we should probably toss it over and at least
Yeah,
start
we'll toss it
introducing each other.
I'm also going to probably bounce because there are 14,000 guests on the next stream.
Dante,
Yeah,
we'll
so,
see you later.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
will see me later. I'm going to be
That
streaming
has been
at 4
Dante.
p.m. PST. But yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
If
That's
y'all are
Video
ready to
Dante.
take
Goodbye,
over,
Video Dante.
Gita, you ready?
Yeah, I am ready to switch over.
Excellent.
Let me open Streamlabs OBS and hope that this does not. Oh, I need to change the stream key.
Okay, I'll let you do that. And keep playing while you
We
do
can't
that.
help you with that.
How do
We're
I
just
give
we're
you-
just here for
wow.
moral
Full
support.
gas mask.
I just have to do that. I
Also,
have to do it on my
congrats,
own.
you did it.
Yeah, the gas mask looks really good, Kato.
Thank you.
The gas mask does.
Can you
look
hear me
good.
still?
Yeah, we can
Wow.
hear you.
Okay, that's
Oh
good.
yeah.
I was
mean,
worried about
well, a
that.
little bit. You're definitely muted slightly.
Hold
I
on.
don't know why. I can't think of anything causing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just prepared.
I think this is a double
Please be
date for
ready.
justice.
And yeah, it's a
Oh, cool.
form of
I'm
mutual
not gonna
aid.
Wheel, then. That's
Oh,
Listen, you're in the sidecar, and sidecar is important.
At this point, this is an 18-wheeler.
there's literally like pedal bars in Milwaukee where like 6 or 8 people like bike a bar counter around with a bartender on it.
Oh yeah.
I've seen them on TV.
Yeah, those are real.
We have a bunch of those in Portland, obviously.
Yeah.
New Yorkers just go to the bar and stand in the sidewalk. They don't give a fuck. Just obstruct the entire ass sidewalk
Kano is
standing.
putting on a helmet, y'all, and I don't.
Oh my god, I missed that.
Look,
I just
Look, you
wanted to
need to
draw
be
attention
ready
to what was happening.
scenarios,
A
okay?
helmet is positioned on Kano's head. I wouldn't say it's on per se.
Yeah, it's balanced on there.
I would say it's
Yeah,
on in the
vicinity.
sense that it is on top of, but it is
Okay,
not being worn.
I have changed the stream key. I'm going to do a
You good?
little test of something to make sure my computer doesn't shut off. If I
Okay.
suddenly leave the chat, that is why.
Okay.
Oh, oh, okay.
Good.
That's cool.
Wait, can we
Great.
get a
Okay,
bigger
great.
version
Yeah,
of your
it does.
picture
It
in
didn't. It didn't
Great.
shut off.
You good?
Great.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Game over.
Thanks for
Thank you
everyone.
so much,
Thanks for
Kano.
everyone who hung out.
Great
And
job,
donate.
Kano.
Keep donating.
Kado,
Kado.
Kado,
Kado.
Kado, Kado.